Hi guys, my name is Meads. This is going to be a review for the Mel Build Aile Strike Gundam. Got my From Thoughts Hobby as a pre-order. As always, if you are planning to get a Mel Build, or if you're new to Mel Builds, make sure to pre-order them. And a lot of stores out there, they have a certain allocation. It's just that the demand is so high, but the supply is not there. They're premium figures. They only made so many. Yeah. So make sure you pre-order them. Alright, so here we go. Now, this is always a treat, reviewing Mel Builds. They're really nice figures. Likewise too, I'm kind of afraid of moving the joints, their die cast and everything. A few times I've scratched my Mel Builds, but it's just a part of the fun. You gotta open up your figures and enjoy them, and you get more out of them, as well as, like for myself, I like doing reviews, sharing it with the world. Yeah, and yeah, hopefully for those who are trying to get this one, you get your chance. It looks like a great kit, or figure, sorry. I did build the real grade Aile Strike along with the other packs to make it the perfect strike. I managed to rig something on the backpack, which is really cool. And something tells me that they're gonna have a separate add-on pack with all those launcher, the sword, and with the Sky Grasper. That would be really cool. But along with that too, I want to just add that they made the P Bandai Gun Barrel Striker set, or the add-on set. It's orange. I wanted it, but I already bought the add-on for the Astrea Type F, and around that time I'm kind of running short on funds, and the gun barrel was another P Bandai, so yeah, I just can't. It's gonna be too expensive, and yeah, I think I'll be happy if later on I get the Sky Grasper set with all the add-ons and just make a perfect strike. Because if you have a gun barrel, you need two strikes for that, unless they make Strike Rouge. But that might be a P Bandai. What's with the P Bandai stuff? Anyways, enough of the rambling. Sorry about that. Here we go. Here's the back of the box. And it's time to open this and check out what's inside. Alright, we have the illustrated booklet here. It's always good to check it out. And here's what's inside. You got the parts count. Now, this one doesn't have much accessories compared to, let's say, a Destiny or a Strike Freedom. Those have a lot more gimmicks and stuff. So you can see here, you got your basic rifle, your beam saber, shield, and your armor schneiders, or the daggers here. Some cool things, like the backside here pops down. That's where we're gonna connect the Aile pack, or the Aile Striker. Then you got the shoulder, even that part that opens up, which is really cool. There we go. Side here, how to use the shield, or how to mount the shield, as well as the rifle. Some more articulation aspect. And on the back here, how to connect the Aile pack. There we go. Fairly straightforward. And sometimes I like it when it's just like that. Not too much gimmicky or too much accessories. Because, I mean, this is a nice pose right here with the beam sabers. When you just have so much accessories, how are you gonna pose it with all that? Yeah. So anyways, there we go. Let's take a look at... Actually, let me take out the packaging where they are separated. I think it's a lot easier to have an overview with that. Alright, here we go. And this is truly an unboxing. I actually haven't opened, and this is my first time opening the figure, checking it out. And here we go. So this is kind of how it is laid out inside the box. On the bottom, you got the foam packaging for the bulk of the figure, and then the main figure. Then you're gonna have your add-on sets here, and on the bottom you have the base. So here we got the flight pack, and kind of like the boosters are separated. Then you got a variety of hands there. It's quite a lot. And you got your shield here. You got your V-fin right there, separate piece. You always gonna have that. And you got the rest, or everything else. Interesting. Now they have a separate arm there. Huh. Oh, that's probably for the flat pack if you want to display them differently. So that's that. Now let's take a look at this. Actually, just gonna go hard. Not enough room. Let's take this out. There we go. All right. So if I cut around the tape, I usually leave one side still on. Let's open this up. There we go. Still sealed. Huh, interesting. They have the V-fin on that one. So I guess that is a spare. That is great. I like it when we have spare V-fins. You never know. And I really appreciate that they do that. Alright, so we're gonna have this thing off. Just pop that off. There we go. Oh man, this is nice. Alright, so let's remove all that plastic. And let's take this out. I usually grab it from the hips. Oh, I think that got caught there. There we go. A little heavy. Sometimes they have stuff on on that top section here, but this one they don't. So I'm curious if this layout is like a standard. All right, so let me get that packaging. Toss it to the ground. There we go. And alright, so let's go for our first impression. Now this is very impressive. You got that really nice metallic blue on top right there. Nice red. Wow. And all this, the decals on the shoulder. You got the Omni, you got the strike. You got the GAT or GOT. What does that say? 05. On the skirt. Just really nice details. Still have the plastic on the side skirt here. There we go. Let's go ahead and take that off. Huh. Just a little clear plastic that has a static on them. And they stick on things. But yeah, really nice. I like it. A lot of good details. And here's the back here. That's interesting because typically the strike doesn't have this thing here. I don't recall having it on high grade kits or even the low grade. But it's a cool addition that just leave it there. That's really nice. Even on the back of the V-fin, you see details in there. Nice. You even have that orange thing there. Wow. This is really cool. Yeah, it's like a different design from what I've seen on other, strike. The strike design. Then again, they didn't make a perfect grade. I haven't seen one in built in person yet, or I think I have, but it was customized. But I haven't really got into checking out the details and such to make a comparison. But yeah, definitely a lot of the male builds have really nice details on them. So anyways, that's my first impression, and so far I'm already impressed just taking it out of the box, not even putting stuff yet, but really nice. Now, the weight on this one, actually let's talk about die cast. I mean, definitely all the joints here are die cast. You definitely can feel it on the bottom here. I do have, where is my weight? Oh, there we go, the scale. Now, I'm not sure if this will make much sense, but I have a scale. Alright, let's weigh this down. So I have it on grams. Let's see how much, oops, let me get this leveled first. That way it'll stand on its own. There we go. Alright, on the scale it's 368 grams. That's quite hefty. Now let's go with, how do I change this one? There we go, ounces. Oh, it's gonna tip over. It's about 13 ounces. A little over, well, I think 16 ounces a pound, so a little below a pound. But yeah, it's quite hefty, a third of a kilogram. Let's take that out. Yeah, there is some weight to this. Quite nice. Alright, and let's go over articulation. Alright, so let's go over articulation. I know some of you don't like this part of the segment, but for those who are curious, here we go. Alright, so you get the neck. That is stuck. I mean, the V-fin here is tabbed in. I actually just popped it out. There we go. But I'm trying to move this neck, and I just got out of the box, so I haven't really broke the joints yet. If you know, some paint is in it. That is really stiff. Okay, so the base of the head, I just went over the collar there. So I gotta be careful as I turn this around. What is that with the eye? There's like a piece of plastic right on the eyebrow there. What's going on there? Some excess plastic. You can see the seam right there in the middle. But even the barrels here, it's painted yellow, quite nice. The face is, yeah, overall I like the paint job they did on the head. There we go, putting that back. Actually curious now if the spare V-fin is exactly the same or it's made of rubber, which they've done on the robot machines. Alright, so yeah, that's a little bit problematic, clearing all over the collar. Yeah, every time I move this, I gotta move the V-fin itself too. It's a little stiff in the neck. Anyways, moving on. We got the shoulder here. Same thing, you gotta be careful as you turn this around. You don't want to be scraping in the blue section of the armor. Can rotate, go up. Pretty sure there is a bicep swivel. There is. Get your elbow bend. Oh man, that good die cast joint, very stiff. It's double jointed though. And this shoulder armor is on its own. I'm pretty sure it can bend all the way up, but I gotta be careful. Now, what else we got? I saw this one. How is this connected? Kind of afraid. Let's pop this off for now. All right, so there's tabs there. Oh, okay. There we go. You can open that up. Not sure why we can open that for. Then you got your separate flaps here. The back side is, alright, so only the front. I'm sure that's useful on some posts. Actually it is, when you have this in front of them. That way you keep the shoulder in that certain pose like that. So yeah, definitely that's good to have. There we go. No, I don't think there is a shoulder swivel, but you can move this up. You can see that top part panel moving down. But can you wonder if you can extend this? Huh. Sometimes we have the butterfly swivel, as many of us call that. So it's, I may have to play around with this. Seems like I can go this much, but it doesn't stick out. Huh. Alright, moving on. What we got here? Sort of panel here. Actually, let me check the instruction real quick. Alright, so this part is kind of interesting because the instructions said that we can do an up crunch by shifting this down, and it's one of those that you kind of have to loosen up. Yeah, I don't even know if my nails, oh, there we go. So I'm able to pop that down. Yeah, this one is poppable. And it's supposed to just do an up crunch. And as I push this down, as much as I can do an up crunch. Let me put this back here. Yeah, so I'm not sure if I'm doing that right, or maybe there's more, but that's the thing with metal builds. It's kind of, there's stiff joints, it's kind of risky sometimes. I'll leave it there. And you can turn this side to side, but it's really stiff. You got your side skirt here, which you can open up to store your armor Schneiders. We'll do that in a bit. You got your front skirt, which you can open up, or you can move it to the side like this, which is quite nice. I forgot that my white balance is kind of off. Alright, so hopefully this is a little better. Right on the back skirt, let's see, you can move that far. There we go. Supposed to be some kind of connection here. I might have to play around for the gun, or maybe just that. Interesting. Then let's see what we got here. I don't think that moves. Alright, so for the legs, you can extend it that far. Sorry, I got distracted. It's one of those when you're reviewing something and you have, it's kind of like your spider saying, oh, okay, someone's gonna be stepping into my room. Or anyways, where was I? So you can go up this far. Now looking at that waist joint, it's kind of like this hinge right here. So that gives me that. I can move it up, then move it back a little bit. This gives me a little bit of a tie swivel, but not a whole lot. But that one is enough for an angled pose, which we want. We don't want it to be like this. That's a wrong way to pose your figures. Always pointing the toes outward. Alright, actually let's do a knee bend. Actually, I wonder if, let's see here, bending it. There we go. Really nice bend there. How far does this go? Not a whole lot. I wish that, yeah, we have to do it this way. Now they were saying something about, oh, okay, that is spring-loaded. So this could even actually go further. Yeah. That could be a little ridiculous. But let's see here. So it's a separate knee, which is always great. I like that. Got some inner details there. There we go. And I think there's enough gap for that decals there to not get hit. Yeah, really nice. I like that. Well, this looks like diecast, but it's just painted. But here, yep. Moving on, now we have the ankle here, which again, diecast joints, a little stiff. You can point it down, up, get that heel. You get some nice sole. This thing here is, how is this? Oh, it's going on both sides. Sometimes they just have this in a ball joint. Huh. But yeah, oh, this one can shift up and down. The joints are stiff, but it is definitely there. And it's one of those that I cannot freely pose while behind the camera. I definitely have to be really careful as I do certain poses. And let me do that, then get back with a review. Alright, I have him on this striking pose. And yeah, I have a little bit of difficulty. That waist, I don't know if I can turn it, but it's kind of fixed. It's always have his waist squared away with his shoulder. It's hard to turn. In the instruction, it didn't really say if I can turn that. Yeah, didn't really say, so it might be fixed like that, and not a lot of wiggle room. Also the neck. So in terms of articulation, the neck and the waist, I think that's the flaw on this one. But the legs, it's fine, as well as the arms. The shoulder is great. Yeah, just those two. Anyways, time to go with the accessories. Alright, so here's the spare V-fin, and from what I can tell, it's identical. Is essentially a spare V-fin, which is great. Put that aside here. Next up, we get the armor Schneider, or the daggers here. Opens up, and it's on a hinge. Did I break it? Opens up like that. Same thing with this one here. Now I already swap out the hands. Why do they do that? That's such weird. Maybe it's the, yeah, maybe it's just the plastic or the molding. Now I already swapped the hands. It's hard to demonstrate that with the camera. It's just a straight peg, and I've heard horror stories where I think it was the Destiny was notorious for that, since the forearm of the Destiny is just a lot of stuff on it, and trying to pull or push that in, there is a bit of wiggle room here. Yeah, you see that there is a hinge midway of the forearm, and that is notorious on the Destiny. It was difficult, and someone messaged me, it's been a while, I forgot who, and asking me, is there a way to do that? And like, just really no easy way. You just got to be really careful. All right, here we go. I think that's good enough there. And this one here, we'll hold it like this. Even doing it this way, it's a bit dangerous. I usually snuggle with the metal build. I have it on my lap or near my body as I try to finagle with the hands and stuff, because last thing you want to do is having your metal build topple over the floor. So as much as possible, you gotta be careful. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it there. It's not all the way in, but I think that's a good poster there with the armor Schneider. Alright, so next part, we're gonna go ahead and stash the armor Schneiders. Alright, so the other way. We're just gonna rotate this and make sure that thing is all the way. There we go. Same thing with this one here. Just gonna, yeah, this, it doesn't work quite well. Alright, so let's do this first here. Pop that open, and I popped it all off. Okay, it's only in a hinge system there. Oops. Alright, so it doesn't open all the way out. Do I just... There we go. I'm pretty sure I did that wrong. Yeah, it feels like I just pop it down. There we go. Yeah, it's, you just kind of just drop it. Or is there a little, nah, I think that's it. Something tells me I'm doing this wrong. Obviously I'm doing it wrong. Alright, so this is the proper way. So basically where the blade is, or the top part of the blade, is going to be pointing front. And you're going to go and just, it's kind of hard to explain, but it will rest. And you got to be careful on the tab again. It's just a hinge joint that tends to pop off. And yeah, you're just going to I guess, tab it in on the flap here and push that back in. There we go. And that's how you stash it. And yeah, then you just kind of pop it off. Let's see if I can do this correctly on this one. There we go. Ah, a lot easier. But it's not quite intuitive. But I think I got it, or maybe it's just me. Next part is the shield right here. I always like the design of the seed or the striped shield. It's nicely detailed. You got this yellow here. Some nice little, oh, even have a clear glass in there. Nice, I like that. You got the handle here, and that should slide back and forth. And even this one does slide it back and forth. Now there is a connector with a ball joint. This goes on the back of the forearm. It's wow. There we go. I wonder how hard to take that off. It's always a question. Alright, so this will just go on the, wow, can I even turn it? Oh man. Alright, this should just peg on the back of the forearm here, and again, I already swapped out the hand here. We're just gonna go ahead and okay, that seems like more like it. I'm doing this with one hand. Gotta be careful. Alright, so I'm gonna attempt to slide this in. Ah, come on, slide please. Yeah, this might look silly, but again, the joint is, it's a little finicky with metal build, and I'm doing this behind the camera, so just bear with me. Alright, so I got that on. There's a pipe connection there. It should just align. Now this is the part where this thing should go up a little bit. There we go. A little too high. Go down. There we go. And now we're gonna go ahead and line this up. Now, as you can see, I'm having a little difficulty here. Come on, I can do this with one hand. Should be really doing it this way. Why is it? I think I'm just making it harder than it's supposed to. Yeah, I think. Come on, line up. There we go. Yeah, it won't peg in. What's going on here? How far do you need to? Yeah, it has to be like really perpendicular to that to even get in there. Huh. Anyways, I got it in there. Yeah, it's one of those, it's not easy to do it when you have your hands outreach, but I managed to peg it in there. It seems to be holding. We can still bend the elbow here. There we go. You got the GAT shield. Alright, so next up we get the rifle. That's a nice, I like this part here. There's a nice cool paint on it and a matte finish. A lot of details. Get the scope, it's blue. Now this one, you can move this, the handle. And let's see, there is a gimmick to put this onto the side here. And basically there is a tab that you just gonna bring down. Yep, it's one of those where you need your nails. And that should just peg in. There we go. Otherwise, let's pop that off, push that back. Oh, what was that? Looked like I scraped something. There is a little tab here that I gotta put this down. So another tab. This goes onto the back there. I think that goes there. There we go. I'm hitting the shield or the back of the arm. There we go. Why is it so hard? So there you have it. Alright, and that just popped off quite easily. Alright, so moving on, let's try to put this on to the hand here. Oh man. I mean, good thing the thumb is flexible, but just trying to squeeze the hand, it's always a challenge. You know, there are times when I had figures where the hand is already attached to the handle, and you know what? Yeah, there are times like that, you know, that's just great. I don't have to struggle. See, that pinky there is getting stuck. It's one of those where you kind of need something to push it, using a toothpick here. Yeah, don't use a screwdriver. That's bad. You want to use something that will break if you've gone too far. All right, managed to put the beam rifle there, and there we go. Got the shield, the beam rifle. That looks great. All right, what else? Oh, we still have the flyer and everything. Let's go to the base first. Yeah, let's go with the base. Alright, so we have the base here. It's fairly basic compared to the other metal build base. I get the name there, starter pack system, some little bit of details there. Yep. Alright, so first off, we have this particular clear arm here. It goes with this. I think it goes like that. And basically, if you want to strike Gundam without everything else or not on the flight stand, you're just gonna attach it like so, and there we go. It's like your basic base, which is actually nice. Sometimes you just want it to be like that, and it works. Then your basic configuration using this arm here, just gonna connect there, and this section there. As always, you can pop that off to extend this, but more than often I just leave it on the lowest possible. This one though, maybe there, and then there's another locking mechanism there. Same thing here. You can I think it's all the way there. There we go. Yeah, basic arm configuration. Then you have this one here. This is for the Aile pack. And just two parts. Something tells me this is gonna connect somewhere in the base, but alright, let's see if I can maybe it's wrong. Does it go this way? There we go. Alright. And let me bring out the Aile pack. Alright, so we have the Aile pack here, but it's actually like this. This is the proper configuration, longer size in the front. Alright, so on this one, really nice. We got two shades of red. It's kind of hard to see, but there's a bright red here in front. Then you get your deep red. Then you get your nice matte finish of black. Yep, a lot of details to the back side here. And it's still a little, see a little bit of splotches of wet. But yeah, it looks really nice. And then you got your joints there, to fold it up. Really cool. I like that. Oh, all the way to the back. That is sweet. Now this is where we're gonna attach the beam saber hilts, which I had somewhere. Actually, still in the packaging here. Here we go. I forgot which side is which, but I'm just gonna connect this. This one, I'm not too fond of it. I'm afraid the peg will just break off and you're just gonna get stuck. You know, that's happened to me before with bowl kits, so. But yeah, that is sweet. Then lastly, we're just gonna, whoops. The wings are too long and it's hitting my lamp. Alright, we're gonna attach this one, and the longest side is always on the bottom, I believe. So, oh, that is die cast joint there. Alright. I don't like that sound. It's creaking. There we go. Underside. No, good thing this is a straight peg. If this is bolt jointed, oh man, that's gonna be a nightmare where it moves around. I'm not a fan of that. Alright. Whoop. It's one of those you gotta be careful. See, it doesn't really give me much space to hold this thing. Alright, so come on. Sometimes just wiggling it helps. Alright, so this should just pressing it in. Let me do this off camera. Alright, yeah, you just gotta wiggle. Alright, it's there. Now, yeah, this is really nice. Even that, let's see if I can get some light there. And details on the back there. Very nice. Does that open up or something? This one does. So it opens up like this. It's kind of like a claw. But you gotta have your fins. There we go. Oh, it does move outward. I guess. As long as that's stiff. Yeah, I was kind of afraid that it will start moving. I was trying to force it in. But yeah, really nice detail. I like it. Now there is a peg connection on the back there, which is probably can be used later as well. Oh, we're gonna use that clear plastic connection. Yep. Alright, so it's not going in. Why is it not going in? Oh man. Sorry. Gotta do it off camera. Alright, so a little bit of an oversight. I should have done it. Yeah, I didn't expect that this was the setup. Anyways, you're just gonna, one of the circle pegs underneath, it goes and it pegs up here on the back. Unfortunately, it just doesn't work at the moment, so I'm just gonna let it lean like that. And yeah, I think that it works like that. So you just gonna have it like almost there, but not quite. Alright, now the fun part, putting on to the strike. Alright, the fun part, putting the Aile pack on the back here. Alright, so first off, you see that tab here, or clip, there's something sticking down. So something tells me that once we put this on, we gotta push down. Alright, so I'm just gonna slide this here. And once that's there, I'm just gonna push that down and there you go. It's not too bad. Now there is a gimmick on this where you can close this fin down. Even this one here. Just gonna lower it down. Then this whole top side bends down here and you can fold it. Yep. So the whole Aile pack is just closed up on the back here, which is a cool gimmick. I like that. Then you can just go ahead and open it up. There we go. That's really nice. Like you can deploy. Although this one's a little small from what I recall. It doesn't stick up. Huh. Interesting. Alright, so next part is mounting this on the base. So here we go. We're just actually going to use the bottom part of the Aile strike. And we're just going to mount this here. Alright. Just make sure that thing is there. There we go. I have to kind of tilt him forward a little bit. There we go. We're trying to lock that joint. Alright. That should be fine. The lamp is hitting the fin. Alright, so he's kind of tilting over. There we go. I almost forgot that. There are beam saber effect parts here, but I'm not gonna show that. Honestly, I'm just too lazy. I already have the beam rifle and shield there. But you get the idea from the photos. Alright, here we go. It's always difficult to post them right behind the camera. I think I always rant about that. But anyways, I got it this far towards the conclusion, which, you know, again, this figure is great. It has the details, paint job, really amazing. I really like it a lot. Again, just to recap, the few things that could have been better is the neck and waist articulation. They're stiff, a little tricky. But when you put on the flight pack or the Aile pack, it's actually quite easy. Push it in and push it down. That's it. But otherwise, yeah, it's the typical metal build. You got that die-cast joint system, which is stiff, but you kind of need that for something like this. It is heavy. So, but yeah, overall, this is great. So, let me see if I can show the back here. There you go. Yeah, really nice. Even the way they did the rifle, it's just a lot more details. And just comparing that with a high grade kit or even a master grade, that weapon is really sweet. So again, for those curious what scale this is, I get that asked a lot still. Metal builds are about your 1/100 scale. So kind of like your master grade kits. They're that size. Now for robot spirits, they're a little smaller than your high grade or 1/44. But they do have the metal robot damashi, but yeah, a little smaller. So if you collect master grades and you just want to try metal build, they're the same scale. Anyways, that's about it for this review. Again, I got mine from Tatsu Hobby. If you got any questions, I'll try my best to answer those for you. So yeah, I think that's it for now. I'm still thinking of what else to review after this one. Probably something simpler. Definitely something simpler. Maybe an SH Figure Arts. And we'll see when we get there. And that's about it. So until then, this is Meads. Thanks for watching.